Hey everyone, had a bit of a glitch there, so I'm back, but we'll keep right on from where we left off. So anyway, I just finished talking to you about the speech ladder and telling you how important it is that you complete those assignments on time and in the order they come in. Those are your most important assignments in the class, and that folder is available to you throughout the whole class. You will also have a lecture portion of this class, which is designed in Module A. B, C, D, E, F, and G. If you're in an 8-week class, each of those modules will probably come up around once a week. If you're in a 16-week class, which you are if you're dual credit, you'll probably do half of it each week. So pay attention to your deadlines and due dates. Each of these modules contains around 9 hours of homework with whatever is included in the speech ladder. We've tried to balance it out. So be prepared for that. You want to treat it again like a math class where you're doing a little bit every day. Come in here knowing that this class is going to be some work every day, and you'll be well prepared for future classes in college, because this is equivalent to what a real college class, core class, is going to be for you. A lot of times, this is one of the first classes people take. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was this much work. It's doable, but you have to plan time for it. So anyway, make sure you're doing that. Your instructor will have your deadlines and due dates for each module again posted down here right below it. So pay attention to that so you know when things are due. And then, like the speech ladder, you just click on here to open up the module, and each of the assignments will be posted. There's a little secret so you can know what is due and what is not. So I'm going to show you that. So here's my little secret. Look up here at the icon, okay? There's no pen and pencil here. There's no big red X here or check mark here, right? That means that there is nothing you have to turn in. Yay, raw! But it is probably something that's there that you would want to watch. So we're in Module A right now. Assignment A1 would be instructions from your instructor. Your instructor will customize this. Again, I said I've handpicked instructors for each section. Sometimes that's as specific as that instructor is trained in fine arts and there's a group of you that are interested in fine arts. Sometimes it's because that instructor can get to your high school easier, or that instructor might be my best online person for making phone calls, and your high school is one that it's better to go with someone who's going to call you personally. So I've put a lot of time and effort and thought into who's teaching your class. So that is your chance to get to know them right there. Assignment A2 is actually going to be replaced with the videos you're seeing now. So it won't look like this, but there'll be a different video here. I'm making it as we speak, and it's going in momentarily. But that's your orientation to the class. So if you forget where something is or need to know what to do, make sure and click on that. So then if you look at assignment A3 down here, now you see a pencil and a ruler. That's because that's actually an assignment you're going to turn in. And there's a video in this first assignment that goes through in detail how to upload an assignment into Blackboard. I suggest you watch that when you come to it because you're going to need a refresher. But for now, I'm going to go through a couple of things on that. I'm clicking on the assignment. I'm sorry, I should have told you what I was doing. Let me go back. Clicking on the title of the assignment. This one's called Statement of Certification. The instructions are here, but they're also going to show up again, because it's an assignment, not a journal entry. We'll get to that in a minute. They're going to show up again right here. So what you need to do is read what this assignment says. And quite often if there's a video in there, and we do a lot of assignments where you're watching a video because we want to surround you with excellent speaking. And so we use a lot of TED Talks that you review and things like that. So quite often you'll have assignments, questions up here. You can still see that if you click on your submission button here. So you can be watching the video and answering the questions at the same time. I'm going to show you that. But before I do that, I want to show you one error a lot of students make, and I blame this entirely on Blackboard. They have this open comment box down here that's very easy to access and write. The problem with that is if you write in that comment box, it shows up in comments on our grading screen, which I know is very confusing on your end. You don't even see what we see. But we can see what you write there, but it's not formatted. So if you're writing a longer submission, we can't see all of it. Or if you have an outline, we can't see it properly formatted. It doesn't give you a chance to use spell check or anything like that. So what you want to click on is actually up here where it says Write Submission. And you're going to write whatever it is you're supposed to write. Now, on a short assignment that just got a couple questions and a short video, I just write directly in this box. If it's a longer assignment, like you're going to do a Freedom Writers midterm, where you're analyzing that film, in that case, you're going to want to probably write it in Word and then copy and paste it into this box. Don't attach it as a document. Try to copy and paste it into this box. It's the best way to do it. Your instructor can see it the most clearly. You have to submit it as an attachment. I'll show you how to do that in a minute because there are times that is required. But the way you copy and paste in Blackboard, here's another secret. Most browsers won't let you highlight and right click to copy and paste. You have to highlight it the same way, but then hit Control C for copy and then hit Control V for paste. The reason I recommend you do this in Word is so that if Blackboard goes down, you will be able to keep your file. Blackboard goes down a lot or it logs you off, and you don't want to lose that content if it's a longer assignment. So do it in your word processor first and then submit. If you are going to need to attach a file, so this is where you would type hi. Okay. These icons in here are pretty universal, but you can bold, you can change the font size. There's some different things you can do there. Then if you need to attach a picture, sometimes we have you draw a model or make a project. We do a lot of different things. It's not just read the book and answer the questions. There is no book, you can't. But we do a lot of active learning things that are very different from other classes. So you just hit Browse My Computer, and then you attach whatever file it would be. So let's say I wanted to attach, this icon because it was something I'd made. Then I just click on that. I click Open, and it will go in with your assignment. I'm not going to do that right now because it'll confuse the system. That's how you submit. The way you do want to use comments is if something went weird, like just now my dog barked. So I might say, Miss Ramsey, I'm so sorry my dog barked. It was only once. I don't want to re-record my whole speech. Fine. That's where you would just tell me something personal. And if you submit it through comments, it will work with you, but you really want to learn how to do this correctly because we're not as picky as some departments are in that. You're going to have to learn how to do that anyway. So anyway, I'm going to go back. That's how you do that. If there's a test or a quiz, there's only one, I believe, now in this class that's over your syllabus. You're going to click on that. It's going to tell you what you need to do. And then you're going to click on the blue button up here to begin the quiz. And the quiz is pretty interactive. You fill in what you need to fill in. I'm going back. So here is a typical assignment. Again, I'm going to click on the title. It's going to show me what I need to know. If there's a rubric tied to it, I can view it right there. Speeches and longer papers will always have a rubric, so make sure you look at that and know what to expect. I'm going to watch my video, so let's listen to it start. While he's talking, I can click on Write Submission.
Hi, my name is Matt McGarity. I'm a senior lecturer here at the University of Washington.
I'm ready to answer my questions.
And you've just signed up for an introduction to public speaking. And I hope you're going to get something good out of this course. I absolutely...
So in case you didn't know that, you've just signed up for that. Dr. McGarity is not someone who works for us, but our staff just love him, and so we've chosen him to do a lot of our lecturing. He's great professor out of University of Washington. I think you'll really enjoy him, as well as Crystal Price, the other one we use. Krista Price, sorry. So anyway, that's how you do it. And again, when I'm done typing my answers to my questions, I can have him playing while I'm doing that if that works best. Then I'm going to hit submit right there. And in your case, that will it's saying assignments blank, so it'll work for you better. All right, so let's see. We have that done. The last one in this is a journal entry, and there's two more. This is a discussion board assignment, or part of it is. So normally we'll link you to a specific discussion board for that. In this particular assignment, that link is listed below. So you're going to click on the discussion board if you need to go there. It's telling me something as the instructor. And the first assignment is the class discussion board where you're submitting who you are and what you're about. So you're going to click on that. You're going to respond to each other on those. You get a grade for that at the end. So you want to make sure you're making your discussion posts on time and that you're responding. So when I'm going to go to that, I click on the discussion board. Well, let me go back. I keep jumping ahead. you're not going to see that author posting there because that's something for teachers. You're going to click on discussion board. You won't see the screen, sorry. Then you're going to click on the one it's sending you to. So this one is class discussion board. Then you're going to click on create thread. And this one's going to ask you to make an introduction. So you're going to go, Jennifer R is going to be the title, not introduction, title it by your name, so that people can find you. And you're going to type in whatever you're going to type in. And then you're going to come up here, see my arrow on the top right, blue submit button. And so when I do that, it'll make that post. Again, I'm not going to do it because it's going to confuse my system and make it look different for you. Okay, that's how you do that. Then on this last one, it's a journal entry. We have a few of those. Module A is intentionally making you do one kind of each assignment so we can make sure and walk you through the technology. So it's a little overwhelming technically. We really don't throw a lot at you after that that's different from what you've done before. So the rest of the course is going to be, oh yeah, I've done a journal entry before. I've done a discussion board post before. So bear with us. It's going to be a learning curve if you're new to Blackboard. It's okay. We'll walk you through it. It was new to everybody at some point. Students often say, well, I'm not good at Blackboard or I'm not good at the computer. None of us are to start with, so don't worry about it. Anyway, here you go is video response journal. So we're going to click on that. And this is a little different. I should warn you. When you're doing a journal, you have to read the assignment here. Sometimes I will cut and paste that. I will hit Control-C so I can put it back into my journal. So when you get down to the instructions down here, it's telling you what to do in that journal entry. Otherwise, it does get a little confusing. This is a Blackboard thing. You're going to click on the video response journal. And then you have to click again because see, right now you don't see anything. So click again on the green thing, and then you have to click again. Great design, right? Create journal entry. And then you're going to give it whatever title the assignment said to give it. And I'm going to, at this point, usually cut and paste my journal entry in. So I'll use Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. Then when you've got the text in there, if you need to attach a picture or something, you use the Browse My Computer button, and you do that. And then you click Post Entry, and then it'll go into your journal. There's going to be several journal entries you make, and you'll get a grade for those at the end of the class. Okay, and most of those are going to be quick writes after a video you've watched. So that kind of brings me through the whole thing of how the different assignments work. I'm going to go back here and just kind of refresh and review everything we looked at. So the first thing you're automatically going to see when you log into the course is announcements. You want to look there and see if there's anything new your instructors posted. Again, those should be emailed to your OC student account. That's why we make you use it. So be checking that daily as well. And then most of the time, you're just going to go straight to this button on the left that says coursework. You're going to scroll past the calendar because you're already going to know that, although you can always check your due dates. Past the resources button unless you're needing those. And you're either going to work in the speech ladder or in whatever module we're working in that particular week. Okay? So that's in a nutshell how the course operates. Here's my advice to you as we're concluding. Take your time with this class. Plan for it. I'm telling you right now, you need to plan 9 or 10 hours a week for this class. So that means you might need to have a conversation. Well, that's if you're in an 8-week class. I'm sorry. If you're a dual credit student, you need to plan for about an hour a night because you have 16 weeks instead of 8. That means you need to have discussions with your employers or your family and make sure you create time for it. Don't let that bite you in the butt. Don't put everything off because you cannot do this class at the last minute. Treat it like math or science. Secondly, remember, a lot of us get scared about giving speeches. A lot of us start to feel overwhelmed. We can't steer a parked car. So keep moving forward. And if you're having a problem, reach out to us. Every one of my instructors is here. They could be doing other jobs. We're here because we want to reach students. So keep that in mind. Remember, you're not the first person to be afraid. You're not the first person to feel overwhelmed. And the final piece of advice I have for you is find a place where you can access Blackboard or the internet outside of your house, like McDonald's or Starbucks. So you have a backup. Or OC Library, great place. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Again, welcome to the class. We are so glad you're here. Have a wonderful time. If you need me, you can email me at any point.